Hey guys, welcome back into our Python programming series. This is the last episode into the series of data types and data structure. So far in the previous episodes, we went over list, tuple, set. Last not the least, we're going to go over the dictionary. Dictionary is also another type of collection or data types within one of these data types or data structure, which is again, it's unordered, but at the same time has an index. So it's indexed as well as changeable. That means you can go ahead and change the values within your dictionary. But there are few unique things about your dictionary. A dictionary is made up of a key and value pair, which is kind of separated using the colons, and each element or each key value pair is separated using the comma. And to create a dictionary, we kind of rely on the curly brackets. Something to remember that keys are unique within a dictionary. So that means when you are creating your dictionary, make sure to use some kind of a data type which is immutable data type, such as probably a string, numbers, or probably a tuple. But the values, those values could be duplicate, but the keys cannot have a duplicate value. Again, there are a lot of things that are common that in terms of accessing some of the elements and taking the things out from your dictionary, which were pretty common with the list and the tuple. So now let's go ahead and jump on directly onto our hands-on, and let's go ahead and create our first dictionary. So let's go ahead and create our dictionary. So we call it a dictionary 1. So dictionary is kind of denoted using the curly brackets, and within the dictionary we'll have different elements. So we'll have something called a key and a value. So now let's go ahead and define a key. So the key could be anything which is immutable. So in this case, I'll say that my key is name. And as we said, the key and value pairs are separated using the colons. So we'll go ahead and do a colon here. Within this name, we'll go ahead and assign a name here. That's my first element within my dictionary. Now let's go ahead and create another element into the dictionary using the comma. We need to again go ahead and define a key. So let's call the key here as age. Again, it will be separated by colon, and go ahead and assign a value to the key 35. Use the comma to create another key here, and if we would just call it here and go ahead and assign the class being. So this is an example of our dictionary. So within this dictionary, we have 3 key value pair. Name is one of the key and the value is Rob. Age is another key, the value being 35. Another key is class, the value being MBA. Again, we can go ahead and access the elements within the key by referring to its key name inside the square bracket. So it would be something like that. Okay, hey, we want to print or we want to print the value of the key name. So that would be D1. And the key here, in this case, the key that we will be calling here is a name. So now I'll go ahead and say name here. And we want to do what with this? We want to print this one. So let's go ahead and execute our program. And as you can see within this dictionary, we specified the key being name, and we are printing wherever the key's value, that value was printed. So using this indexing with the key name inside the square bracket, we can get the value, or we can get the value out of a specific key. Again, we can make use of another function or another method in the dictionary called the get to pretty much do the same thing. So it would be something like this. So we will call a D1, which is our dictionary, and on the dictionary we'll go ahead and use the function get. Within the get function, we can go ahead and call another key, and what do we want to do with this one? We want to go ahead and print the value. Now if I go ahead and execute this program, we are achieving the same thing, but in this case we are using another method which is called get to get the value of a specific key. In this, the key is age. Again, you could use any way that you like to get the values out from a dictionary. Again, dictionary has a support for change value or updating dictionary. That means we can go ahead and update certain things within a dictionary if you like. So let's take an example. I'm going to remove our print statement. And in this case, let's go ahead and change the age to something else. So we'll go ahead and say D1, and the key for its age, and we want to go ahead and change this from 35 to 30. Once that is done, let's print the value of your dictionary before the change and after the change. Now let's go ahead and execute this program. And as you can see here, before change the age was 35. Now the age is being reflected as 30. So that means we can go ahead and update the element within a dictionary by specifying its key. Again, we can loop through a dictionary as we have done with some of the other data types using the for. Let's go ahead and try that one. So we can say again for x in, and we'll call it dictionary1. And now we will say print the x here, and let's go ahead and execute this program. But if in this case, if you noticed, when we are saying okay x, it's just only printing the keys but not the values. If we want to print the values instead of the key, we would have to say something like d1 square bracket and use x as the position or the index value. Now let's go ahead and rerun the same program, and this time we are able to successfully fetch the values of these specific keys. If you are only interested in printing the keys, you can just specify the x, but if you want the values for that key, you would have to say dictionary and that specific position that you want to fetch. There is another way you can get the values out from a dictionary. So now let's go ahead and change this program for loop for x in. Now with the dictionary, we do have a couple of functions or methods that we can make use. So there is a function by name values. So this values function is going to return the values of your dictionary. Now let's go ahead and try printing the x this time and see what happens. Wonderful. So this time when we are doing print x, we are able to print the values of the corresponding keys, but not the key this time. So the only difference this time we said d1.values. By using the values function, we were able to get the values of these keys. There is another way we can do something pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and use two variables, x comma y, and we will call d1. And this time we can say items. So when we say items, items refers to a single key value pair within our dictionary. Let me go ahead and run this first, and then I will explain you what's happening here. So we are printing x comma y, and x comma y. Let's go ahead and rerun this program. Just to clear this, let me go ahead and remove the previous for statement and rerun. So this time if you see that we are printing, so the result is name Rob, age 35, class MBA. So here the items is fetching first key value pair from our dictionary. So within that key value pair, the key name is being assigned to x and the value Rob is being assigned to y. And we are saying here print x comma y. So that's why you see name Rob. Next time when we iterate through, the same thing happens. The d1.items fetches the next element within the dictionary key value pair. Now the key is being assigned to x and the value is being assigned to y. So you could make use of the items function to get the key and values out from a dictionary within your for loop. Again, just to see if something exists within the dictionary, you can make use of the in keyword or again not in keyword. As usual, we can use the length function to find the length of the dictionary. So let's see what happens when we do a length in this case and execute this program. So the length of this dictionary is 3 because name value pair is one item, A is 35, another one is this second item, and this is third item. That's why the key value pair is 1, 2, and 3. So the length of this dictionary is 3. Again, we can go ahead and add items to the this particular dictionary. So to add an item, we can just simply make use of we will just call dictionary d1. We will go ahead and define a new key, and let's call it something like country, and go ahead and assign a value to this one. And now let's try printing our new dictionary, and let's do one more thing. Print the value of dictionary before the change and after the change. Now let's go ahead and execute. This is our dictionary before we made a change, and this is the dictionary after we made a change. So we were able to successfully add a new key by name country, and we assigned the value being USA. Again, to remove an item from your dictionary, we can make use of the pop method that would remove the item with the specified key name. So just to show you an example, let's say when we added a new element and now we need to take this element out, we can say d1.pop, and within the pop I can go ahead and say, okay, hey, remove this particular one, and then go ahead and print our dictionary. So let's go ahead and rerun this program. So this is our original dictionary. We were able to successfully add an element, and using the pop, we were able to successfully remove the item, and this is our updated dictionary. So using the pop function, you can go ahead and do that. Also, there are many more keywords or functions that you can use. You can use definitely the del keyword to remove the items with the specified key name, just like the pop function we did. You can make use of the clear function to empty the whole dictionary. And there are many more functions actually, or the methods available with the dictionary that you can really work with. You can do a comparison. You can do the string. You can copy basically. You can find a specific items. You can look for the keys. And there are many more functions or methods that you can apply or work on the dictionary. So that'll be all for this episode, and this kind of concludes all the most commonly used data types or data structure within the Pythons, the list, tuple, set, and dictionary. And going forward in the series, we will be using these quite frequently, as well as some of the things that we have learned, like working with the decision making using the for and while loop. So stay tuned. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.